On December 6th, Romanians held a national election for the Senate and the Chamber of Deputies. They have a bicameral legislature like the United States does. But there's a few big takeaways. The first big takeaway is that only 33.3% of eligible voters even bothered to vote. And this is not because they were afraid of catching an airborne virus. Uh, Voter turnout has been in a continuous decline for the past 15 years in Romania. And I think the uh, biggest reason for this is that so many people just view the government as so hopelessly corrupt, it doesn't even matter if they vote. Now, the other big takeaway is that a brand new national conservative, socially conservative party got 9%. And according to media reports, no one saw this coming. It's a brand new party. They were only launched in December of 2019. So it's a 1 year old party. It's called the Gold Party. It's also called the Romanian Unity Party. And so for a 1 year old party that supposedly no one's ever heard of, they did quite well. The ruling party is the National Liberal Party. And of course, the word liberal means something much different in America now than it does in Europe. I don't want to get bogged down on this topic, but in America, liberal is a euphemism for leftist, but that's not what it means traditionally, and that's not how most people use the term liberal in Europe. So the National Liberal Party is like a centrist center right party. It's basically like neoconservative Republicans in America. The National Liberal Party got slightly over 25%, and they were beat by the Romanian Social Democrats, who got about 29%. And so the Prime Minister of Romania, Ludovic Orban, he resigned, but his party is actually probably going to stay in power even though they came in second place. So I'll get into that in a minute. So the first place party, the Romanian Social Democrats, the international media outlet Reuters has been running articles all over the world in all different languages referring to the Romanian Social Democrats as quote unquote leftists. Now, this is fake news. I've talked about this before. The Social Democrats in countries like Slovakia, Romania, Bulgaria are nothing like the Social Democrats in countries like Germany and Sweden. So in Germany and Sweden, they've morphed into something so radical they don't even care about socialist economic policy anymore. It's all about radical far left social policy to remake the fabric of society. And often you will see social democrats in the southeastern corner of Europe will say things that are more conservative than what the center right parties will say in northern and western Europe. So it's become a very odd thing. You could probably say they're like the American Democrats of the 80s and 90s, whereas the Social Democrats in Germany and Scandinavia are like the American Democrats of 2020. So the Social Democrats of Romania tend to be more of an actual working class advocacy party, and a lot of the members are socially conservative. Now, from what I've heard, a lot of Romanians view the party as hopelessly corrupt, and they don't trust them anymore, even if they support their platform. Now, the third place party, with a little bit over 15%, is basically a coalition of two anti-corruption parties. And so most likely the centrist, center-right National Liberal Party and the anti-corruption coalition will continue ruling Romania. So the same party is going to most likely remain in power. Now, the fifth place party, I have talked about this party before on my channel, is the Hungarian minority party of the Carpathian Basin. They got almost 6%. Now, this party is a socially conservative party. They are closely allied with Viktor Orban and Fidesz in Hungary. Now, the caveat here is that the National Conservative Party I was talking about that got slightly over 9%, the Gold Party, and the Hungarian Minority Party, well, they have positions that would be at odds with each other. And so there's still an ethnic divide between, the Hungarians in Romania, in the Carpathian Basin, and, the ethnic Romanians, or Vlach people, they're sometimes called. So there you have it. There's my take on the Romanian 2020 legislative election. Thanks for watching this video. Click the like button, post a comment below, and tell me what you think about this. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel. New video every once in a while. But hopefully I'll be making videos more frequently starting in January or February.